Hello, welcome to the Doggy Style Podcast. Join me, Al Berg, and my dog Lola on our adventures through Long Island and New York City. I'll be discussing all sorts of topics that you won't hear anywhere else. Okay, maybe you will. I talk about key principles of success, happiness, and we know we want happiness, persuasion, dogs, my life, some secrets, and many other interesting topics. Come on in. Put your seat back, kick off them shoes. Well, not if you're driving, of course. Take a deep breath, relax, get rid of that stress, and enjoy the ride. Welcome, everybody. Al Berg here, and this is the Doggy Style Podcast, episode 68. And I'm in Penn Station right now, walking, and I'm going to try to take the elevator up, just so I don't sound like I'm out of breath. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm out of Penn Station. I took the elevator, and the reason I did that was to see if it was the walking up that made my voice sound bad or something else. I'm going to guess just walking puts a stress on my voice, and that's probably where this is coming from. And I want to say a stress that if every time I step, it will send a vibration through my body and make my voice sort of have a quivering sound, which I'm not happy with. So I guess the way to solve that is to not do any podcasts while I'm walking, or not run during a podcast. So it's Monday morning, July 2nd. Happy July to everybody. I'm off on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So for me, this is actually Friday Eve. So happy Friday Eve to everybody. Very uneventful train ride. It started out good. I got my own seat, which is always a good thing. And right now, it's not that bad walking. And I'm wearing a t-shirt today with my regular dress slacks. And so I got to figure out where to take this shirt off and put on my other shirt. I think it's legal to walk around without a shirt. So I just have to have the guts to do it somewhere. Thinking if I do it at the park, it's the best place. Yes, I've tried a few podcasts with a skip silence setting. So anytime I stop talking, the recording stops, and so I get a very choppy, fast-sounding recording. So this one, I'm just recording. A couple of times I've forgotten to restart the podcast. So it's something I'm going to be aware of and try and check it every so often. You know, I don't like running, but this fucking guy. Where you going? Where you going? It's still a red light, you fucking asshole. I hate when people do that. Like, where's his fucking rush? Sorry about that. That happens a lot. This really ticks me off that somebody will, like, pull into the crosswalk when it's still my light. I mean, it's starting to blink and where's it? So I gotta be careful. You get hit by a car. So I guess the anger I just had was in almost getting killed. Okay, so it looks looking a lot of sun in front of me. And my thought was to come up, so I'm on 8th Avenue. I was thinking about coming up Fifth Avenue, but I'll come up the west side. I'll do the normal walk down 8th, maybe up 10th. Cut over at 16th this time, save a few minutes. No. So one of the things that's big in the news is there's a politician named Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez that seems to be making big waves on the political arena. I haven't heard her yet, but I know Scott Adams has said she's a master persuader. Scott Adams is the Dilbert guy. Guy who writes the comic strip Dilbert. Ooh, nice long row of cars. We'll skip it. So I did take some notes today. There's a theater here in Chelsea. Just passed. So in terms of the weekend, I had a number of goals this weekend and I did not accomplish. I feel like I didn't accomplish them. I can't even say what they are. So it seems like to me one of the first things to do is to have a better way of tracking what my goal is for the weekend and then being able to follow up on it. Because if I don't know what my goal is, so I'm thinking that I wanted to finish my resume, and I didn't do that. I spent a lot of time at work. So let me just, I'll go through the notes I took. So I eat badly and my weight is at 171. I was down to like 165.8 just a few days ago, but it was probably due to a colonoscopy. So instead of losing weight, I lost, you know what. Oh, interesting. On the street, there's a 2-lane bike path. It's pretty interesting. So I'm thinking I need to walk today, which would be the 2 hours. Probably be better if I put shorts on, but it's easier to just throw a t-shirt, my work shirt over or on the shirt, and then I won't be, I'll be able to go to work. As a guy on a skateboard, just mosey on by. Yeah, so I have a little concern with this t-shirt, where to change. I guess I could change there's a bathroom on the 10th floor in my building. I could probably go up there. There's a couple of places. It's tough. It's kind of a pain. Yeah, I've just been in the sun the last 20 seconds. Yeah, so I was thinking about Bryant Park, but I've changed that, so I'm going to have to find another place to change. Oh. And lately, I think I've been listening too much to a guy named Jesse Lee Peterson. He does like seems like more of a Barat type of interview, where he kind of makes believe he's white and like a racist white guy. There's something funny about it, but something that just rings true. I mean, the thing that I would say, and I would totally agree with him, is that that blacks have been having problems because of the lack of fathers. Now, why there's a lack of fathers? Could be a lot of reasons. I'm not sure what that is. We could say that they're going to jail. I don't know the real reason. But anyway, so I've been listening to him a lot, and I'm sort of a little fed up with him. Hi there, guy. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, doggy. Hi, beautiful. Hello. There's a cute dog there. It's funny. There's another dog. There's a dog attached to a store, and there's another dog, looks just like him, walking. Yeah, so I'm on 9th Avenue right now, passing some projects. I feel like I'm moving really slowly today. Approaching 23rd Street. Probably pick up the pace if I get a light. And I have a light now, so walk a little faster. Yeah, the reason I don't want to listen to this guy anymore is his gets a little crazy with this white privilege shit. Just sick of hearing about it. It feels almost racist. Now, could there be some truth to this? I guess there could be. I guess the idea that whites have a privilege, just having white skin, gives you a privilege in the society. I mean, maybe it's true. But at the same time, it seems like you can get into college or other things a lot easier. And he does talk a lot about black anger, which I have seen. I remember when I moved to a new area in the Bronx, the first day I got on the school bus with my brother, we sat down in some seats, and some very aggressive black kids chased us out of the seats, said, "These are our seats." So, I mean, it's very, whether that's a confirmation bias or whatever, there's a lot of anger and hostility towards, at least I feel, towards myself. Now, is it real or imagined? I don't know. But certainly the way a person walks, like a tough guy, or the way they look at you, like they want to rob you. But anyway, I've listened to him enough. So today on the train, there was a guy behind me coughing his lungs out, that hacking cough. Hopefully I don't get one, or I don't get sick from him. So I did on the weekend load a number of podcasts, but I've been, the process I have, it just I heard that, I felt that. It was I stepped funny, and it affected my voice. So the process I have to do a podcast is I usually look for a picture of Lola, my dog, and then I use Paintbrush to edit the picture and add the name of the podcast. And so I have a JPG picture in Paintbrush, which is software that comes with Microsoft Windows 10 or almost all Microsoft computers. So I take the picture, then I go to Movie Maker. I paste that into Movie Maker. I drag the sound file, which I'm recording right now, into it. Aw, there's cuties. Hey guys. Some cute dogs just waiting. Yeah, so then I paste the picture into Movie Maker, I drag the sound into Movie Maker, and then I save the file as a movie by whatever default setting. It saves it as an MP4 file. And it takes a long time. I mean, this is depending on how big my file is. It seems to take an hour to do it. So then after that, I take the file, and so now so when it finishes, it shows me the file. It opens up File Explorer, and then I take that file and I drag it into YouTube upload, and then it just uploads. So I haven't been doing much editing at all. But the problem is I think the problem is I haven't been listening to it, and I haven't been putting any notes or any comments. I don't even know what I talked about. If I talked about anything useful. Um, so I didn't want to walk today because of the heat. This is really hot. I just giggled because there was a picture, a cartoon of stages of coffee addiction. I'll get a picture of it. Hopefully my phone won't die. Boy, it really is hot out here. Yeah, so we'll see if this method works any better. Wearing a t-shirt, I probably would have been better off. Uh, it's cute. Wearing shorts also. Yeah, so now I'm getting close to, I'm on 17th Street. I think I'm gonna cut through the projects here. Just save a little time. There's an open fire hydrant wasting a lot of water, it looks like. You know, I think I may go up the High Line. I was thinking of not. Well, kind of cross without looking. I think I may go on the High Line. It's a little sunny up there, but at the same time, I do like to see the trees and the bushes. And I am wearing black pants. Um, I feel sad every time I come by one of those newspaper stands. This seems like a very dying business. If you're in newspapers, I feel sorry for you. Oop. Whew. It's hot out here. So some guy, I am by projects, and some guy said to me, I'm not homeless. And I kind of looked at my phone and I didn't look at it. So one thing you're paid to do, I don't know if this is true, is instead of acknowledging homeless people, you kind of ignore them like they don't exist. I mean, it sounds terrible, but it seems to work. It's like a salesperson. They give up pretty quickly, I think. So coming down 16th Street next to the projects might be a bad idea. And as I'm looking, I see some people have air conditionings in their windows, and some people have their windows open. Yeah, so I'm heading towards the High Line. I'm going to take the elevator up because I've walked up these stairs, and there's a lot of stairs, and I'm not against the exercise. I'm more against how sweaty I'll get, and also the way I talk. I don't want it to be struggling for breath each time. So yesterday I was a little angry. It was weird at my wife because she went out to work. This was on a Sunday. She went out to work and then didn't contact me. And it was 10 o'clock at night. I had no idea where she was. I mean, I know she went to see a movie with her quote-unquote friend. And just it made me a little angry. So I kind of got over it today. One thing to always tell yourself if you are angry about something, and it's in the past, then you don't have to harbor resentment of things in the past. Sure, she did nothing wrong. It's my own imagination getting away with me. Okay, we're coming up the Highline stairs and see if there's an elevator here. Looks like there is. Oh, and my lucky day, it's here. So, so I'm in the elevator right now, and I'm not walking, so my voice probably doesn't sound as bad as it usually does. But it is really warm in here. So I did look a little bit for a job for a very short time. There was some job on Bloomberg, at Bloomberg. I first went to Indeed, and I went to Indeed.com. They've been advertising a lot, and they didn't seem to have anything in my price range, or what I was looking for. And then I did a Google search of the job I'm looking for, and something came up, and I clicked it, and it went to LinkedIn, and then eventually um, it came up. I was on some site that said the job's no longer available. But it seemed cool the way LinkedIn did that. It seemed that LinkedIn took my information and sent it to the employer. Now I do need to go into LinkedIn some more. I need to update everything on there. I need to sync it up with my resume. I think if I want to get a higher paying job, it seems like it would have to be a management job, which I'm okay with doing. I've done it before. Um, but it does come with stress, I could see. Like, you got to get people to do, you have to convince them. I mean, more ideally would be I had my own business, but I don't have it, so, and I'll keep working on that on the side. So one of the ways I think I wasted time this weekend was I was going through all the Excel things I did over the last 10 years I've been at this job, and I found some code I was looking for, but it's not that exciting, I guess. But it just seemed the time it took wasn't worth it. So the day did start off on one of my least favorite things, which is the Cars for Kids jingle. Something about that song I really don't like. It would be good if I could. It would be good if I found a better way to be okay listening to it. It's almost tempted me to not listen to the news in the morning, which is it hasn't a few times made me stop. So, but on the good side, I watched the Yankees, and I was out for dinner with my son, and the Yankees killed the Red Sox, so that's always a good thing. It was weird that the place I was at, um, Miller's Ale House. Funny enough that I ordered a Miller's beer. That Miller's Ale House was very empty. Sunday night, I would think that it would be more crowded, especially with a Yankees Red Sox game, but it wasn't. Okay, so I'll go through my book today. The book hasn't excited me that much lately. It hasn't. It hasn't really motivated me. I think I'm stuck right now. I feel like I don't have anything that's really exciting, and I could use something that keeps. I mean, I remember working on stuff that was keeping me up till 3 in the morning. It was so much fun. Um, I'm kind of in on a more of a lull right now, but I was talking about work before, so let me finish up with my 2 days. I have only 2 days, so it is important for me to do the things that I would normally do afterwards. I have a couple of reports I have to get out today, so I'm going to focus on getting those out. Um, and then I do have a very big to-do list of things. So I'm going to work on those a little bit. But not a very exciting day. Hopefully I don't have any meetings with my boss. Just one thing that I've been procrastinating is working on my semi-annual review. So it's important. I need to spend time on it, phrasing it nicely. Okay, so let me go through my book. And as always, I just type in KP into my website, and up comes a shuffled list of chapters. Number 732, use random to create ideas, a whack on the side of the head. So there's a very good book I would recommend reading. I haven't read it in years. Came out, I'm going to say, maybe 30, 40 years ago, called A Whack on the Side of the Head by Roger Van Oak or something like that. OCHE, I think. And it just taught you how to be more creative. And so one of the ways to do that is to take something random from a book. Could be a word, like you open a book and then just go to any random page, point to any random word, and use that to further your idea. So I just saw the word carry. So if I see anything written down, I'll just carry and try to relate carry as an example. Carry is to hold something. And then I just saw the word Banksy, so carry Banksy. Um, I guess the idea would be to carry some Banksy things and try to sell them. Oh, that's an idea. Or carry Banksy things on my website and try to sell them. Doesn't seem like a guy that would sue you for copyright infringement. So it's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, so I am on the High Line now in the shady area. Some places on the High Line are sunny and it does feel nice. Okay, so I just looked in, so it's important to get this ability to get the random stuff. Okay, so I see no public access. So that makes me think about how to get uh, more people viewing stuff. You say no access to this content, and it might make people more interested where you create scarcity, and that scarcity creates a want. So just the fact it said no access, it's a rule, but it also makes me want to go there because I can't do it. It's scarce. Very important concept, scarcity. I even think that when you reason goals could be so negative is that when you don't have a goal, it's scarce, or even the reason people sabotage their own goals or don't want success, or why people who get success kill themselves, is because when something's scarce, you want it. But once you have it, it's not scarce anymore. So it's a never-ending wanting um, of something that's scarce, and then getting it, and it no longer becomes scarce. Ooh, sorry. So there was a woman who was jogging and walking and jogging and walking, and I was walking as fast as her total jogging walking speed. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I want to think about what I want to do going forward. Um, one of the things I could do is figure out when can I retire? I know my son asked for a car. He wants a car, and I said, well, a car costs $300 a month. Do you want to pay? Well, we could lend you the money. You want to pay for that? I don't know if that's the right thing, but I think I'm losing my voice. I think we should make him pay half for it. That he has to, that things you buy have a value. You can't just give, give, give. Um, Protect. So I just saw the word protect. It actually, the sign said protect something, stay on the path, and restoration. So it just reminds me of business to restore lost data. I know there was somebody had a business of restoring lost bitcoins. Sounds like an interesting business. Protect. So in terms of protecting my IP, protecting my code. Since a lot of places the word protection comes in. Today I should be I'm in the sun right now, so there should be some places I could do a little bit better. I mean, I don't want to protect. I was going to say that that I should get to work a little earlier today. Let's see what the time is. Yeah, I'm a little early. It's 25 after the hour. I'm usually here at the same spot at about, seems like 10 minutes later almost. And all I did was cut 2 blocks off of my walk. So my walk's a little shorter, but I'm getting to work on time. I still got to figure out where to take the shirt off that I have and put on my work shirt. And I'm thinking the park, so if I do that, I'm going to have to get over. I'm going to take a little water break. Oh, that's warm and nasty. Okay, so whew. So I'm about halfway done with my walk as I'm exiting the High Line right now. Whew. Yeah, so I guess what I'll do is when I get to work, I'll cross the street to the park and then remove my shirt, wipe myself down, and then head upstairs. Identify your competitive advantage. It's funny, there's my competitive advantage. is, I was going to say, there's a tall black gentleman in a suit and a fedora, and I noticed him before. I wonder if he noticed me. I'm going to get stuck at a light here. 2, maybe not. Ooh, made it. Ha 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 ha. A little jogging. Whew. Yeah, so I got to identify my competitive advantage. It's a hard one. So you almost have to study the competition. So I could see my disadvantage. And that disadvantage is that I'm not working near my boss, so he doesn't know me that well. So one of the things, he is coming in very next week, so it is possible. 25% chance that he comes in and fires me. So that could happen. That's why it's important to get the resume and everything up to date. Better to look. It's weird that you can make one mistake and get fired. But again, if that happened, it wouldn't be because of the one mistake. So in terms of Excel, in training, I actually use it every day. So that could be a competitive advantage. The podcast, everybody seems to be doing these political ones or intellectual dark webs where I'm being a little bit more personal, talking about my life, my ups, my downs, writing my book. So maybe that's my competitive advantage. Actually being able to automate stuff is a competitive advantage. Having done it for many years, having a lot of code that I can use, big competitive advantage. But even more, I think if I was to find somebody who loves Excel, I'd have a big competitive advantage. So that could be a key. Find someone who loves Excel. And that was 12:37. Next one is number 10. Coworker's goal isn't to help you, it's to hurt you. Yeah, so some people want to help you, but I think for the majority, people don't want to help their coworkers unless it's going to help them. So if you're the boss, you want to help your coworkers or the people that report to you. Most people's, I would think most people's goals are pretty straightforward. Most people just want to be left alone, do their job that they can. No, it is possible they make mistakes. So if you're the boss, you got to make sure that people don't make mistakes, or you prevent them or catch them. Okay, next one is 338 small domain names. So I've been good at getting 4-character domain names. I have or have gotten a number of them over the years. Matter of fact, I have a 3-character domain name, kp4.in, which I probably won't keep because I'm sure the price will go up. I've been trying to get rid of some of my domains and should try and sell them. It would be a good skill to learn how to sell something. Not just something, but something I could make some money off of, because I didn't really pay that much for it. So if I could sell any of these domains for $100, it's a profit, or at least it would help me pay for the cost of something. So I could also help people get short domain names. So I should probably see if I can make that into a business. So anybody, if you're listening to this and you would like a short domain name, I probably should have a contest to give one away. Especially if it's expiring and I don't want to renew it. Ooh. Ooh. So if you want to get short domain names, I do have the skill. It's really not that hard. There's more than you think. I guess the combination of so when I say a short domain name, I guess 4 or 5 characters. I just passed a boxing place, and I was thinking that's a nice thing to do. Oh, it's probably expensive. Back to short domain name. So yeah, so one short domain name I have, I'll go through the ones I remember, is I have 87sc.com, and that stood for number 87 Sidney Crosby. And if you go to that, you'll see a list. You'll see a list of my Twitter feed, Alec Berg. So it's just like a shortcut for me. What other was that one? I had, I've had a lot. I had O02DJ, Z02ny.com, which is supposed to be Derek Jeter. I don't really use that for anything. So it's kind of wasteful. A little stinky over here. I think I might have had 03br.com, XL4B.com, T2DO.com. I had many more. I don't have the list in front of me, so don't know it offhand. There's a bed here that says Amy's Bed per NYPD in the middle of the street. Next one is keep a person database. And what does that mean? Let's see. And the people could be, I have here manager, prospect, task, priority, team, list, contact. Seems to be not much information there, but just some way to identify people, organize them. Ooh. Wait. Right to a red light. Yeah, fucking guy just went in front of me and went through a red light. Motherfucking. Ugh. Oi! I just stepped on one of those basement things, and it dropped a lot more than I would have liked. I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that. My face is sweaty. My body's not bad. I guess this cotton shirt is breeding. That's my joke, that it's breeding. You do got to be careful. I just crossed the street, and you can see that people cannot see you necessarily when you cross. Yes, that was a little boring, a person database. And I should delete these. I could use a way to mark something as low priority easily. Book to action is the next one. So I do find there is a need for this. That there are a lot of books. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Thank you. So there's a woman on a cane walking very slowly, and I had to say, excuse me, to get by her. I thought it was a little rude. She could have pulled over. She's probably thinking how rude I am. Okay, so yeah, so books to action. There's just so many good books out there, but books are kind of useless in a way. And when I say books, I'm thinking more of self-help or nonfiction. There's a book that was supposed to help you in some way, and I find there's a lot less. There's a lot of books, but it's hard to take action. Like I know I'm reading a book now, and how will I do the thing I'm highlighting a lot, or a book should highlight a lot? How do you read a book and then take the action it says? Really not that easy. So if I could come up with a book to action and maybe get the author to do part of this, or in other words, so any book that had a series of action steps, you buy the book, and for a little extra money that I share with the author, we help you enact the habits that we've suggested, more in a website form than in a book. Whew. Take action versus more info. I have some details on that. You know, I'm thinking it might be better off for me to go upstairs. Come down, and then get changed in the big bathroom. Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. I don't want to just take my shirt off on the street. I'm still going to be hot. I'm going to sweat a little bit. It might be better off. The only problem is that if that bathroom is not available, what will I do? So this is from a quote from an author that owns success.com, sorry, successmagazine.com. Can't remember his name, but he has a great quote, and I don't remember it, but it's something like, you already know everything you need to succeed. If all you needed was more information, then everybody with an in connection would have abs of steel, I live in a mansion and I don't know, make 6 figures or whatever. So there's some truth to that. That this keep getting more information is not necessarily going to bring you success. We, yeah. So at least I'm in the shade now. Ooh. I know it's so funny. I saw a woman walking across the street, so it seemed that the street was clear. But as I got past the car, a bike rider came zooming by. So just because you see what you think is there, so I was imagining that the street was clear and I could get by with no problem, but it turns out that it was dangerous. So when you walk in the street, you got to be very careful. Yeah, so I'm a little worried about going upstairs, coming down to the 10th floor, and then finding that the bathroom I want to get changed in is taken, or put shirt on in the elevator. I guess if that's the case, I could put my shirt on top of my t-shirt, go in the bathroom, and then take it off and get changed. I could do it that way too. That might be the better way. So take action was number 108. So there was a guy named Joel on software, and one of his criteria for hiring was smart and gets things done. Oh. I don't really have more than that, but it's really how to hire people. And I've been into this is how do you find a question or what's the most important thing when you hire people? And hiring is so important. People also say that they say fire fast, hire slow. Now, could you get fired because you're smarter than your boss? I mean, I really don't see eye to eye with this guy. He's always got these ideas to do things a certain way that not how I would do things. I remember working for that guy worked for me. He was always he was, he was always challenging my instructions. Crazy people. Boy, somebody's angry. Be careful. I mean, I'm gonna hit you in a quarter of a second. I was tempted to record the fight, but I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna probably see if I can get one more. Yeah, so the whole smart gets things done is just how do you hire people? Find ways to hire the best people, I guess. Unfortunately, you could really never know. Um, oh, that's very funny. It would be a funny picture that it's really hot out and there's a guy with a small fan, like a homeless guy, small fan fanning himself uh, with this like electric fan, but he's dressed head to toe in plastic. Okay, so I'm getting close to where I need to decide if I'm going to get changed or go up and do it upstairs. Yeah, I think if I had light colored shorts, I'd be much cooler. The fact that I have these pants on have made me hot. The last one is I have 232. Don't do non-goal tasks. Interesting. I don't know. Out of all the ones, that could be the best one. Is that if I did have goals, I shouldn't do tasks that are non-goal tasks. If I really wanted to reach my goals. So it is possible I don't really want to reach my goals. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to do it here. My sense is that I'm better off going up and even getting changed in the bathroom in my own floor. I'm going to guess there'll be some open stalls. So that's what I'll do. I'm going to go up, come down, and then get changed in my own bathroom. Okay, that's the plan. Anyway, see if I could see anything for don't do non-goal tests, which I started. So, I mean, it just makes sense that if you knew your goals and they were clear, then you wouldn't do any tests that wasn't part of your goals. Otherwise, you're doing things that are making it harder to reach your goals. This is a pain, trying to get across the street. And I did it. Okay. Got an 8:50 alarm. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day. Please follow me on Twitter at Alec Berg. Periscope, periscope.tv, Alec Berg. Please like this podcast if you like it. Please leave a comment. And please subscribe. Tell me what I can do better. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. I really do appreciate any feedback you have. Thanks. Al Berg signing off. Sorry. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. The 4 rules I try to live by are: number 1, life is short and goes by extremely fast. 2, if you do what you've done, you get what you've got. 3, step outside your comfort zone. 4, there is only now, so live in the present. Please subscribe and like this video because it helps me and hopefully helps you. Please leave a comment, as I'd love to hear from you. You can follow me on Twitter and Periscope at Alec Berg. To get more information, check out t2do.com. That's 4 characters. The letter T as in Tom, the number 2, D-O, that's t2do.com. See you until next time.